Our final Wednesday here in March. Welcome, everybody. It's time for our breathwork and active flow this morning. This last Wednesday of March, cold and rainy here in South Carolina, but we're just going to go ahead and get started. This is our final day in March and our final exploration of hummingbee breath. Our breath today. If you've been coming, then you know we've been working with this all month. If you haven't been coming, then this will be new to you. But it's a very simple breath, a very balancing breath, a centering breath. Involves the index finger and the middle finger. Inhale is through the nostrils, a gentle inhale to fill the lungs. Index finger and middle finger go behind the ears on the exhale. Light pressure, you'll feel the ear canal close, so you'll hear that echo in your sound. The exhale is out of the nose, but we make a sound in the throat like a hummingbee. And so it sounds like And then we inhale through the nostrils, exhale. And so if you've been with us, you know we're working on progressions here. So the progression is first we'll begin and equalize the breath. So what that means is a 4 count. Let's say you'll find your inhale count. For me, it'll be a simple 4 to 6 count inhale, a simple 4 to 6 count exhale. Then we'll begin to extend the exhale. So we're working to try to get to a 1 to 2 ratio. So for me, that would be a 4 to 6 count inhale and a 8 to 12 count exhale. And then we begin to add the suspension of the breath on the exhale. So we'll have a 4 count inhale, an 8 count exhale, and I'll suspend the breath on the exhale for 4 counts. And then we begin to work to change the ratio of the suspension to be 1, 2, 2. So 4 count inhale for me, 8 count exhale, 8 count suspension. And then we'll just work through that. Now you're going to remember, as always, with breath work, no strain, no stress, no exertion, no extra effort. These are just full inhales, full exhales. If you start to feel like you're straining, back off or stop, recalibrate, reconnect with your centered space and just work within the boundary of what you have within your practice. So we want to be centered and still at all times. We want to be controlled and even at all times. We want to be in ourselves and in our practice. So as I said, remember, your counts may be different than mine. So don't feel like you have to be with me. I'm only going to count for a couple times and then I'm going to leave it up to us to just practice in our own space. We've been doing this all month. We know what we're doing here. So real quickly, let me get the timer set up here. And then we'll get started. And so, all right. And so let us begin by coming into our posture, finding our posture of support and ease, rooting down, releasing any effort, bringing ourselves into this place, into the space, coming into ourselves and preparing to practice. Lengthening through the spine, feel the spine align, feel the energy body engage, feel the body get lighter as the alignment occurs, and then release any effort to hold the body. Let the body just be, whether you're seated in your chair or on your cushion as I am, however you're seated, just relax into this place of being. And let's prepare to practice, beginning with the simple 1 to 1 ratio. Whatever your inhale count is, make your exhale count be the same, and then begin to increase your exhale count to a 1 to 2 ratio, doubling your inhale count, and then begin to add your suspension. And we'll just continue with that practice for today. And so let us begin. Hands on your knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger together if you like, or just resting lightly on your knees or thighs. Inhale through the nostrils. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, full for me. Then middle finger, index finger behind the ears. Close the canal and exhale with a hum. Right at the top of the chest, right at the back of the throat, right in there. And then inhale. And exhale. And then inhale. And then begin to increase your exhale, looking for a 1-to-2 ratio. And if you don't have that, if you start to stress or strain, then you don't have that. You just work with what you have, no stress, no strain. When you've established your rhythm, whatever that is for you, then you begin to add the suspension of the breath. Inhaling, exhaling. And then just holding the breath out without strain, without stress. Inhaling when you're ready. Exhaling. Suspending the breath out. Finding your ratios. Looking for a 1-to-2 ratio. Or whatever you are comfortable doing without stress, without strain. This is a centering breath. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Turn your gaze inward. Focus behind the brow point and just feel what's happening for you as you practice. If you like, you can add the locks on your suspension. Just tucking your chin slightly and lifting gently at the base of the spine. Then inhaling when you're ready. Exhaling, suspending the breath, maybe adding your locks if you like. A smooth, consistent ratio. Gentle exploration of the breath this morning. Very still, very centered. Just allowing this centering and cooling breath practice to bring you into yourself. If you have established a comfortable rhythm and you're fine with your 1-to-2 ratio, You can begin to increase your exhale even further, maybe going to a 1-3-2 or even a 1-4-2. Remembering that there's no stress, no strain, no tension. Just finding a comfortable rhythm for yourself. Feeling into your own breath practice. Being within your own tempo, your own rhythm, your own breath. About 1 more minute to go here. Just stay in your practice. Find that centering, cooling, calming. No stillness, no effort, steady. Let this last iteration, let's next last cycle be your last cycle. Just finish up as you are ready. And as you finish, just sit quietly. Bring your palms to your knees, backs of the palms down, turn the palms up, bring your thumb and forefinger together. The thumb lightly resting atop the pointer finger or the forefinger. Just sit quietly. Let go of your effort, let go of your awareness of your breath, let go of any intention. Just release and be done. The breath work has completed and you're just feeling into what's occurring for you. Just sitting. Noticing what you're noticing. Experiencing what you're experiencing. Just being in yourself. If you just came for breath work, thank you so much for coming. Have an amazing day. If you're staying for flow, we're going to move right into our flow. Our flow today is going to be mainly about the hips, the core, and the back, the lower back in particular. Just a series of movements designed to help open and free that. We're going to start seated. So if you want to adjust your seat in order to be prepared to practice, that's fine. Take a moment to do that. Get yourself ready for practice, for movement. We're going to begin some movement. We're going to start seated. We'll do some neck rolls. We'll do some shoulder shrugs. We'll do some spinal twists, and then we'll move onto our backs and begin to do some stretching through the entire body. We'll do some hip opening things, and anyway, we'll just move into our practice. So again, if you need to get yourself prepared for that by movement, go ahead and find yourself on your mat, move off onto your mat in a seated posture, preparing to practice. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, maybe just to be grateful, maybe think of any one individual who has made it possible for you to be here today. Maybe there's just a memory or a thought or a deed, something that you think of that makes you feel a sense of gratitude. Maybe it's just of being aware of a sense of gratitude, but see if you can bring that to fore and take that with you as you go into your mat today. Now, coming to our seated posture again, I'll invite us to bring ourselves into ourselves and prepare to practice. So let your body land, release any extra effort, lengthen your spine, feel the spine lengthen and align, feel the energy body engage, feel yourself get lighter, and then release any need to move. Any resistance to stillness, bring your hands down onto your palm, onto your knees, palms down, or your thighs, palms down. And let your chin drop lightly to your chest. And then gentle little neck rolls, just gentle neck rolls in a clockwise direction. You're just moving very gently here as you breathe. Inhaling up and back, exhaling around and down. Inhaling up and back, exhaling around and down. Gentle neck rolls. Maybe you hear your neck greeting you and saying good morning. Maybe you feel a little tense there, you release, get a little smaller in your circles. Just be gentle. This is all very gentle here. We're just waking up in this very sensitive place. The neck is the narrowest part of the body. All of our central nervous system comes through this narrows here, and begin to feel into the opening, feel into the movement, feel into some level of freedom. One more in this direction, and then reverse. Inhaling up and back, moving in a counterclockwise direction or the opposite way. Don't worry so much about clockwise, counterclockwise, just go the opposite way that you were going. Breathing, feeling into breath and movement alignment, aligning the movement with the breath, feeling how the breath starts the movement and the movement stops when the breath stops. Gently, maybe you notice the difference one side to the other. If you're like me, it's there's a crick on one side that doesn't exist, and when you go the other way, and just kind of working with that and feeling into just accepting what's there. One more in this direction. Let the chin drop to the chest, reconnect, settle in, lift the crown. Now we're going to lift the shoulders on the inhale. So relax the shoulder blades and then lift the shoulders. So we're not scrunching, we're just lifting the shoulders on the inhale and releasing on the exhale. And it's okay to be able to hear your breath, let the rhythm of your breath, we're beginning to move into that ocean breath, that ujjayi breath, that victorious breath, that hearing of our breath. And try to keep the shoulders relaxed in the shoulder blade area so that the shoulder, the upper shoulder, can just move up the clavicle, can move up toward the ears freely with the breath. I'm just going to be here for like a minute, just feeling what it's like to open up the top of the shoulders. The back is beginning to move, waking up here, feeling into this practice. Your pace, your rhythm, no stress, no strain, just move with intention. Inhale up, lift from the base of the spine gently, tuck the chin slightly while lifting, keep lifted. Exhale, gently release everything. Take the arms out, fold the elbows, and then bring the palm so that the thumb hooks behind the shoulder and the forefingers hook in front of the shoulder. Elbows at shoulder height or above. Lengthen and open. Now, as we inhale, we're going to turn left, and we exhale, we're going to turn to the right. So we're just twisting here gently with the breath. So the breath leads the movement. And we're relaxed through the back while the twist occurs. And we're only moving within the range of motion that is available to us. So that may be a very simple little movement for some of us. Others may be a little more, have a little more range of motion here. Remember that there's no stress, no strain, that we're working within our own bodies and listening to the wisdom of our own bodies. In all of the movements today, remember that it is your practice. You're going to modify as you need to, using your gear or not, or taking a different posture if you need to, stopping when you need to stop, being in awareness of what your body needs and listening to your body, allowing the wisdom of your body to guide you in your practice. These are offers, invitations, and suggestions from up here. Nothing is required except you be present and breathe. And then listening to your own body, you'll know when you need to adjust, and you're going to do that. It's not about mirroring what I do. It's about being in your own practice and doing what you need. And so with that, we're going to do one more here. Inhale to center. Tuck the chin slightly, lift at the base of the spine. Just hold the energy in while you focus behind the brow point. And then exhale, release. If you were seated off of your mat, come onto your mat at this point. And actually, we're going to come into our load bearing posture today. So I'll demonstrate by looking in the mirror. If you can, you're going to come into a crouch with the palms flat on the floor. The elbows will be right inside the knee crease. So you're pressing your elbows out as you press your knees in. That's going to provide you with a little bit of support. And then we're just going to press into the palms, tuck the chin, and begin to tilt forward. Now you're going to only come as far as is right for you at this point in your practice. For a lot of you, that'll be right here. Releasing. For some of you, you'll be able to tilt forward a little further. And for some of you, your feet might even come off the ground. Wherever you are, just be in your breath. Then gently, wherever you are, release. Bring your head upright. Release your heels. Bring your hips down to the mat. Take your legs out in front of you. Press your palms into the floor alongside the body. Lengthen. And then stay lifted while releasing the palms. Bring the right knee in toward the chest. Just bring the knee in. See if you can bring your thigh against your chest. Take your elbows. See if you can grasp your elbows, helping to lock the Then slowly release the elbows. Let the right knee fall out by opening the hip. Now, maybe you want to put your gear underneath the knee to help support it at whatever height is right for you. Maybe not. Do what's right for you. Now, you may notice that your torso tends to twist over the open knee, and we want to adjust back to center. You may notice that your opposite leg may have opened up. If that's the case, you're going to rotate your torso till it's over that extended leg, in this case, the left leg. And then slowly walk your hands down your thigh, knee, shin, ankle, toe lock, bottom of the foot, whatever's right for you, wherever you need to be. Keep the chin lifted, the crown extended till you reach your fullest extension, wherever that is, and then release your head. Folding over that extended leg, bringing your forehead in the direction of your knee, opening, breathing. No holding of the breath, opening through the lower back, lifting out of the lower back, pressing through the heel point, flex the toes, release the elbows, release the forehead. On your next inhale, reach long past where you are. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. Bring the right knee up and release the right leg long. Bring the left knee in. See if you can bring the thigh against the chest. Wrap the opposite elbow, grasp the elbows, and just squeeze and bring yourself upright, lengthening. And then release. And then rotate the left hip open, dropping the knee towards the mat. Now, again, you may notice that your body has tended to twist towards the left knee. Rotate over the extended right leg, wherever that is. Lengthen, and then bring your hands to the thigh, knee, shin, ankle, yogi toe lock, or bottom of the foot. Find your lengthen through the crown, chin is lifted. Find your fullest extension, and then release the forehead. Folding over that right leg. Breathing. No stress, no strain, just opening, allowing the body to open as it will. Going into that. Press through the heel point, flex the toes, release the elbows, let the forehead drop. Find your fullest extension here early in the practice. Inhale, reach long past where you are. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. Bring the left knee up. Extend the left leg. Take the hands alongside the body, lengthen, press down through the thighs, and then walk the hands back. Your fingers are toward your heels. The hands are behind the hips. And then you're going to allow yourself to just lower. So you're going to bend your elbows back toward the back of your mat. Let your chin come to your chest. Let your lower back come towards the mat. Suspended and holding here. Rounding the shoulders, opening through the shoulder blades. Pressing back through the elbows. Breathing, always breathing, relaxing the legs and feet. Inhale, slowly come upright, lift the chin. And then press into the palms, lift the hips. Come into a reverse plank. Let the head extend, the crown extend. Long, lengthen. Press through the toes, lift through the belly button. Let the head fall back. Lengthen and press. Equal weight in both hands, pressing in the fingertips, lifting. And then slowly lower down. Take the arms up, get long. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Bring the belly button toward the thighs. The chest and stomach toward the knees. Let the hands fall to the thighs, knees, shins, ankles, yogi toe lock, bottom of the feet, whatever's right for you. Keep the crown long and extended. Find your deepest hinge and then release the crown of the head. Feeling into this opening along the whole backside of the body. Press through the heels, point, flex the toes. Opening, let the elbows drop. Shoulders level. Forehead releases. Finding your forward fold. Breathing, always breathing, following your breath. Inhale, reach long past where you are. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. Bring your hands down. Roll down onto your back. Bring your knees with you into your chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees. Maybe you get your opposite forearm or elbow. Squeeze the knees in as you relax the back of the head. And then release the hold on the knees. Bring the hands gently to the knees or to the palms down next to your body. And just rotate your hips. Releasing some of that work. Whichever way you began to rotate, stop, and then rotate in the opposite direction. And then bring the knees back in, squeeze, and then release the feet down near the buttocks. The feet are no more than hip width apart. And then your fingertips may grasp the ankles if you have that flexibility, or lightly touching the back of your heels, or just be at your sides. As you inhale, tilt the pelvic bowl, lift the buttocks off the mat. Lift the lower back, lift the middle back, let the weight roll into the shoulders. No weight in the head, the weight is in the shoulders. Pressing into the heels and the inner part of the feet, lift. Keep the knees moving toward each other or in parallel. Don't let the knees flay open. Keep them moving in towards each other so that their energy is flowing off the front of the body down over the knees. Feel that lift in the belly button, in the lower back. We're going to pulse here. So inhale here. Exhale, lower the hips till they just hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Move with your breath, your pace, your rhythm. Find your breath, no stress, no strain, just working in your breath with this movement. Lower back, core, heels, feet, thighs, energy moving through the body as you pulse the hips. Lift a little higher, lift out of the belly button, Slowly lower down, bring the knees in toward the chest, grab the knees, rock side to side or rotate the hips to release that effort. Now we're going to add a twist. So bring the right foot towards the ceiling or sky, flex the toes, cross the leg over tightly so that the thighs are pressing against each other, the knees are outside of each other, the right foot is outside the left calf. Take the arms out from the sides, 90 degrees. Let the weight of the legs and gravity as you take both knees over to the right, look over your left shoulder. The left shoulder is relaxed and down, the head is relaxed, and the weight of the legs and gravity is what's doing the twist. No stress, no strain. Think about moving the knees away from the face. Feel into the opening. Breathe, always breathing. Inhale back to center. Bring the ankle of the right foot to the left knee so that the ankle bone is outside the knee. Let the right knee open away from the face. Reach between the legs with the right hand. Take the left hand around the leg. Either grab the hamstring or the calf. Feel that right elbow helping to guide and keep the right thigh open, the right hip open. Lift your left foot. You may want to bring your left calf parallel to the earth or even up to the sky. And then releasing it down so it's parallel. Feel that right elbow guiding the right hip open. Breathe deep into the hips. Feel the hip opening here. This is your reverse pigeon. Opening the hip. The right knee moving away from the face. The back is relaxed. The back of the head, the back of the shoulders. The arms are helping by guiding. Release the left foot down. Take the right foot up to the sky. Point and flex the foot. Reach up and grab the back of the calf or the back of the hamstring, back of the knee, whatever you can reach. Maybe get your foot. Doesn't matter. And then bring the right knee in towards the face. Keep the back of the shoulders relaxed. Just feel the opening through that right hip. If you'd like to extend your left leg for a little more, you can do that. And then gently release the right leg. Let the right leg come down. Bring the knees back into the heels as close to the box. Maybe they're a little closer this time. You've been here before. Hands by your sides. Lift the hips. Come back into your bridge. Knees moving toward each other and away from the face. Weight rolls up into the shoulders. If you like to bring your hands together underneath you, that's an option. If you want to use your hands for support, that's an option also. Lift a little higher. And now we're going to pulse this with the breath. So inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Move with your breath, your pace. Keep the knees moving away and towards each other. Stay lifted, stay strong, stay steady through your core. Feel into your practice. Modifying as you need to, doing what is right for you, being in your body. Lift a little higher, press into the feet, press the knees toward each other, lift the belly button a little bit higher still. And then slowly release the hips down. Take the left leg toward the sky, point and flex the foot, and then cross the left leg over tightly. The left knee outside the right, left foot outside the right calf. Take the arms out to the sides, 90 degrees. And then let both knees go over to the left as you look over your right shoulder, keeping the right shoulder relaxed and the head down. Letting gravity and the weight of the legs take the knees across as you add your twist. Thinking about moving the knees away from the face as you let gravity pull the knees towards the floor. Relaxing over that right shoulder, feeling into the twist, breathing, always breathing. And then bringing the knees back to center. Cross the left ankle over the right knee with the ankle bone outside the knee. Let the left knee move away from the face, reach between your legs with your left hand, either grasp behind the hamstring or on front of the calf, letting the left elbow guide the left knee. Perhaps you want to bring your right shin parallel with the earth, feeling as you bring the right knee closer to the face, a little more intensity. Maybe take the right arm up, right leg up, right leg, right shin parallel. Relaxing the back of the head, relaxing the shoulders, opening the left hip, breathing deep into the hip. Bring the right foot down, release the leg. Take the left leg high, reach up and grab the hamstring, knee, calf. Maybe you can get your foot. Bring the left knee in towards the face while relaxing the back of the shoulders and the back of the head. Maybe you want to extend your right leg for a little bit more. It's up to you. Do what's right for you. Feel that opening all the way through the hip girdle. And then release the leg, release the left leg long. Bring the knees into the chest, rock side to side or rotate the hips. And then take the legs long and roll to your belly. Arms long, tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Swimmer pose here. Pressing into the left leg and the right arm. Lift the right leg and the left arm and the crown of the head. Bring the heart forward and up. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here. Don't retreat on the exhale. Just stay lifted. Inhale. Exhale. Lower leg and arm down. Lower the forehead down. Press into the left arm, right leg. Lift the left leg, right leg. Lift the crown of the head. Lift the chest. Extend through the toes and the fingers. Feel the extension on the lift. Breathe here. Inhale. Stay lifted as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lower leg down, arm down, forehead down. Connect with your breath. One more time each side. Inhale. Right leg, left arm, crown. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg, crown. Exhale, lower down. Now we can repeat that option, or we're going to lift both legs, both arms, crown. Our flying posture, our superhero posture. Lengthened and lifted. Feel the length. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Bring your hands by your side. Turn your cheek toward the mat. Right cheek is down. Palms are up. Heels are open. You're resting for a moment. Connecting. Switch your cheek. Turn your left cheek to the mat. Take a breath or two. Reconnect. We're going to move into our Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. So you're going to rotate the elbows in and down underneath the shoulders. The palms are flat, the forearms are flat. Pressing into the tops of the feet, feel the knees engage. Lift the crown of the head and bring the heart forward. Feel as if you're pulling your elbows toward your hips and your hips toward your elbows so that the chest comes forward. The heart shines brightly, the crown lifts. You feel as if you're sliding that body forward. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Take your elbows out, bring your palms, stack atop each other, put your forehead on the back of your palms, and release. Let your heels fall open. Turn the heels back in to engage. Bring the hands out, shoulder out past the shoulders. So you're pressing into your fingertips. The elbows are up. As you inhale, lift the crown of the head, lift the heart. Again, pull the hips towards the front of your mat so you feel as if you're sliding forward. Inhale, lift a little higher. Now we're going to move here. As you exhale, bring your left shoulder towards the right front corner of your mat, hovering. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right shoulder to the left front corner of your mat, hovering. Inhale, lift. Stay with that. We're just going to move with your breath here. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. One more in each direction. Inhale up, lift a little higher. Exhale, slowly lower down. Turn your left cheek near the mat. Bring your palms up. Let your heels fall open. Take a breath and reconnect. Turn your right cheek to the mat. Switch your cheeks. Equalize. Take a breath. Moving into our cobra, we're going to bring our hands alongside our chest, thumb right at the breast line. Inside of the wrist, lightly touching the ribs, elbows moving toward each other behind the back. So you're feeling like you're encasing your torso in the inside of your arms. Palm, the tops of the feet press down, the knees will engage. You'll feel that knees perhaps even lift. Now lift the crown of the head, lift the heart, lift the chest. Maybe you can come all the way up. Maybe you're in a lower version. Maybe you pick up your hands entirely or just loosen a little bit of the weight in your hands so that you know you're using your back muscles here and your core. Inhale, exhale, lower down, forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift up. Maybe take a different version this time. Wherever you are, maybe take a little weight out of your hands. Exhale, lower down. Last time here, this time we're going to come all the way up. Press into the palms, straighten the arms if you can. Now your knees may be down. Let your hips slide forward, your chest comes forward. And if you can, slide your feet forward so that your knees come off the mat. So now you're just using your hands and the tops of your feet. This is upward facing dog. Lift the crown, bring the heart forward, breathe. Inhale. And then curl over the toes of the feet. And as you exhale, lift the hips and press the chest and stomach back toward the thighs, coming into your downward facing dog. Feel the difference. Walk the dog a little bit. Bend one knee, press back to the opposite heel. Press the chest and stomach back towards the thighs while lifting the hips high. Take both heels high and then let both heels drop towards the mat. Relax the head. Looking between your feet, pressing into your arms, biceps frame the ears. This is your down dog. Breathe. And then release the knees to the mat. Let your tops of your feet come down. Let your hips sink back towards your heels. If you need to take your legs apart to get your torso between them, do that. And then let your forehead drop toward the mat. Again, great place for your gear. Whatever height is right for you to support you in your practice. Do what's right for you. Lift the elbows, walk the fingers away while keeping the forehead down. Feel the length in the back. Inhale, come forward into table posture. Knees underneath the hips, palms underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, let the belly drop and the crown lift. As you exhale, feel the back round as you drop the head and the hips rolling, arching on the inhale, rounding on the exhale. Move with your breath. One movement, one breath. Again, the spine is moving here a little bit. Feeling into this. One more. Inhale, straighten and lengthen through the crown. Curl the toes of the feet as you exhale. Lift the hips, lift the knees, press the chest and stomach back, find your downward dog. Now we're going to continue our exploration of the hips a little bit here. On the inhale, you're going to take your right leg back, press straight back through the heel, then point the toes, then take the leg a little higher maybe, pressing back through the left heel. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose underneath the face. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee initially in the top of the left foot. Bring the left hand just inside the right foot. Bring the right hand to the knee. Rotate the torso. If you like, take the right arm high. This is your twist. Opening, stacking the shoulders, pressing through the arms. Press down into the right heel, press back through the left knee and shin. Feel the length, feel the opening. Engage. Exhale. Bring the right hand down, and then take both hands to the inside of the right leg. Now, option here. Stay here, or you can walk the hands out. If you have the flexibility, you can come to your elbows, feeling that opening. If you like, you can walk your right foot out to the right edge of your mat and let the knee move away from the body, rolling the sole of the right foot open, adding a little more. Feeling into this. Breathing wherever you are, always breathing. If you walked your foot out, walk it back. If you're on your elbows, walk your hands back. Take your right hand to your right knee, bring your left hand inside the foot. Return to your twist. Press, lift, lengthen. Lengthen through the hips, drop the hips a little deeper, press through the arms, lengthen a little more. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands down. Curl the toes of the left foot, lift the left knee, step the right foot back to join the right. Inhale, forward to a plank. Exhale, press back into your downward dog. Find your dog. Moving to the other side. On your inhale, the left leg goes straight back, press through the heel, then point the toes, then perhaps take the leg a little higher, pressing back through the right heel. Inhale, exhale, bring the knee to the nose underneath the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, a long step through with the left foot. Drop the right knee in the top of the right foot to the mat. Bring the right hand inside the left leg. Take the left hand to the knee. Rotate the torso. If you like, take the left arm high. Press back and down through the hips, into the left foot. Extend through the arms. Stay long, stay lengthened. Breathe. Inhale here, open a little brighter. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Bring both hands inside the left foot. Lengthen. And then you have options here. If you like, you can walk the hands out. If you have the flexibility, you can bring the elbows to the mat. If you like, you can walk the left foot out to the edge of the mat, opening the left knee, rolling to the sole, so the sole of the left foot is exposed. Big hip opener here. Press back through the right knee and shin. Press down through the left heel into your elbows or palms. Feel the length. Breathing, always breathing. Feel the opening. If you walk your foot out, walk it back to the center. If you dropped your elbows, bring your palms back underneath. Bring that right palm back in, left hand to the knee. Return to your twist. Open. Left arm to the sky if you like. Maybe you feel a little more distance here. Breathing, always breathing, feeling into this. Lengthen, let the hips drop. Press through the palms. Get long. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the left hand back down. Curl the toes of the right foot. Lift the right knee. Step the left back to join the right. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, press back to downward dog. Take your breath here. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees. Come standing on your knees. Bring your hands to the small of your back. So fists to the small of the back, or the palm, the heel of the palm to the top of the outside joint. Notice the hips in alignment over the knees. So we're not scrunching back, we're staying lifted. Lengthen through out of the waist, lift out of the waist, let the heart open. If you're comfortable doing so, let the head fall back. If you like, you can curl your toes to provide a little more height on your heels. Maybe there's a little more stability there. Always a good place for your gear. Opening and lifting if you like, big back bend. Big heart opener. If you like, you can take one or both hands back to your heels, keeping the hips over the knees, staying lifted, staying lengthened. If your hands are back at your heels, bring them back to the small of your back. Slowly bring your head back to neutral. If your toes are rolled, release the tops of the feet. Gently let the chin drop to the chest. Slowly let the hips drop back to the heels. Again, come back to your wisdom pose. Let your torso fall forward over your thighs, or open your knees so your torso comes forward between. This time, keep your hands back by your feet, palms up. Bring your forehead to the mat. And then tuck your chin. Bring your chin to your chest and your forehead closer to your knees if you can. Reversing that by rounding the back here. Maybe you grasp your heels, thumb on the outside. Maybe you lift your hips, rolling lightly onto the crown of the head. No weight in the crown of the head. You're tucking and rounding and lifting. Big back rounding here, rabbit pose. If your heels are high, hips are high, slowly bring them back to your heels. Release your feet. Release the crown of your head. Walk your hands out, elbows lifted. Bring your hips high. And then continue to walk your hands out. Let your chest drop toward the mat. Maybe you can bring your forehead to the mat or to your block. Heart melting pose, your final posture here. And then just continue to walk your knees back and your heels out until you come down onto your mat. And then roll to your back for your guided rest. Bring your knees into your chest for one last time. Squeeze tightly if you like. Maybe rotate the hips, maybe rock side to side, whatever you got for your last release here. Releasing all that work in your hips. If you like, grasp what you can grasp. Bring your forehead up. Make a nice tight little ball. Squeeze. Squeeze all of this practice into your spine, into your soul, into the cells of your being. Squeeze tightly and then release. Let your legs go long. Let your toes fall open. Let your palms come down. Palms up. Arms at your sides. Everything is relaxed and released here. Let go completely. Let go. You're done. Be done. Let go. Come to your guided rest. So we must come to rest in order to be guided in rest. So come to your rest. Let go. Maybe do a quick body scan. Let your toes flop and then release your ankles and your feet. Relax. Roll your ankles. Roll your calves and then release and let go. Relax your knees. Let go of your thighs. Relax your buttocks and your hip girdle. Release your sacrum. Feel into your lower back, melting into the mat, and then release your abdomen. Feel into your middle back, melting into the mat, and then relax your ribs. Feel into your upper back, melting into the mat, and then relax your chest. Feel the back of your shoulders, the back of your arms, the back of your forearms, the back of your hands. Let them melt into the floor of the mat as you release the top of the shoulders and let go. Find that soft spot at the back of your skull and then let go. Release your jaw, your tongue, the muscles at the back of your throat. Release your nose and the muscles behind your nose. Relax your eyes and the muscles behind the eyes. And then bring your attention to that spot in the center of your skull, just above your ears, just behind your brows. That place of true seeing and true knowing. In that place, I invite you to call forth that one thing, and maybe it's a different thing, any one thing that makes you feel gratitude, a sense of gratitude, an awareness of gratitude, the presence of gratitude, the possibility of gratitude. Allow that to arise in your mind's eye. And when you see it clearly in your mind's eye, fix it clearly in your mind's eye, I invite you to inhale and extend it and spread it down into your chest. Bring it to your heart space. Move that sense of gratitude, the awareness of gratitude into your heart space. And as you inhale, I invite you to grow that sense of gratitude a little bigger. And as you exhale, I invite you to extend that sense of gratitude to your fellow beings, wherever they may be. And as you inhale again, I invite you to add a color, a shape, a texture, a temperature, a texture, maybe illuminate, maybe an odor, aroma. Give that sense of gratitude a little more definition. Make it clearer, brighter, fuller. And as you exhale, I invite you to extend that sense of gratitude to yourself. And as always, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I will remind you that this is your practice. And I encourage and invite you to stay here as long as you like.